Okay, again, we have the derivatives of algebraic functions. So now we're going to discuss the higher order derivatives. So from first derivative, so we're going to find the second derivative, third derivative, and so on of the given function. So okay, higher derivatives are based on our first derivative and are achieved by differentiating your first derivative. Thus, the derivative of the first derivative is called the second derivative. And the derivative of the second derivative is called our third derivative. And if we're going to differentiate again our third derivative, the derivative of the third derivative is called your fourth derivative, and so on. So to achieve your higher order derivatives, so meaning we have a continuous differentiation. So, okay. We have the following symbols used for higher order derivatives. So if we have a function y equals f of x, for first derivative, we're going to use y prime or dy over dx. Second derivative, we have y double prime, or the second derivative of y with respect to x, kaya d squared y over dx squared. We have the third derivative, so yun yung y triple prime na yan. Or we have d cube y over dx cube, or third derivative of y with respect to x. For fourth derivative, so hindi na siya prime, Ganun ka na dun 4. Para kung y raised to 4, kaya lang meron tayong parenthesis. Okay, or we have d raised to 4 over y, d raised to 4y over dx raised to 4. So fourth derivative of y with respect to x. So in general, if we have nth derivative, so yun y raised to n with parenthesis, or d raised to ny over dx raised to n. So ito ang mga common symbols used for higher order derivatives. Okay. So again, so ito ay to find your second derivative. So we're going to differentiate again our first derivative. Yung answer sa first derivative. So para makuha yung third, di-differentiate mo yung sagot sa second derivative and so on. So continuous lang siya na differentiation. Okay, sample tayo. Number 1, if we have y equals x raised to 5 minus 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 4x plus 1. So we're going to find the fourth derivative of y with respect to x. Okay, solve natin. Okay, solution. So again, y is equal to x raised to 5 minus 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 4x plus 1. Okay, so use x cubed. Plus 2x cubed. Okay. So, ang pinapahanap ay fourth derivative. So, we will start at first derivative. So, we have dy over dx for first derivative. So, dy over dx. So, first derivative, apply tayo ng power formula lang. So, we will have 5 x raised to 4 minus 2 times 3 is 6. So, we have 6 x 3 minus 1 is 2 plus 3 times 2, we have 6 times x raised to 2 minus 1 is 1. So 6x na lang tayo dyan. Minus derivative ng 4x is 4. Derivative naman ng 1 ay 0. So we have our first derivative. Next, if we're going to differentiate our first derivative, so we will get the second derivative. So we have second derivative of y with respect to x is equal to, continuous lang, 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, we have 20 of x raised to 4 minus 1 na yan, kaya 3 minus 6 times 2 is 12. Then x raised to 2 minus 1, kaya 1 na lang or simple x yan. plus derivative of 6x is 6, derivative ng 4 ay 0. So we have our second derivative. Again, so we're going to find the fourth derivative. So kailangan natin dumaan kay third muna. So again, differentiate natin si second derivative. Third derivative of y with respect to x. Then we will have 10, 20, no, 20, isin natin. That was 20. 5 times 4, kaya 20. So 20 times 3, we will have 60. 60 x raised to 2 na lang siya. 3 minus 1 minus derivative ng 12x ay 12 na lang. Derivative ng 6 ay 0. Okay. So finally, we will have our fourth derivative, the derivative of the third derivative. So we have the fourth derivative of y with respect to x. And we will have 60 times 2. So we have 120. X raised to 2 minus 1 is 1. So we have 120x for our fourth derivative of y with respect to x. So ganun lang siya, no? So lang ay continuous differentiation. So para makuha mo yung hinahanap na order ng derivative. Okay. Let's have another example. Number 2. If y is equal to x raised to 7 minus x cubed, so we're going to find the seventh derivative of y with respect to x and the eighth derivative of y with respect to x. Or in other symbols, this is y raised to 7. Ano? Parenthesis tayo. Saka 8th derivative, pwedeng ganito ang symbol niya. So, yun na. Okay. Solve natin. So, again, we have y equals x raised to 7 minus x cubed. So, simula tayo kay first derivative. Gamit ako na ibang symbol, y prime naman. Y prime. That would be 7 x raised to 6. 7 minus 1. Minus 3 x raised to 2. 3 minus 1. Okay. So, after first derivative, we can get the second derivative, y double prime. Hindi ko muna siya multiply, ano? Katabi-tabihin ko lang yung mga numbers. So, 7. Baba mo yung 6, di ba? Kaya times 6. So, yun. X raised to 6 minus 1 is 5. Minus 3. Multiply mo si 2. X raised to 2 minus 1. So, we have x na lang. Okay, using ko lang itong 5. Okay. Another one, we have our third derivative, y triple prime. So, magiging, write ko lang itong 7 times 6. Baba ko na yung 5 times 5. Then, x raised to 5 minus 1 is 4. Minus, this is 3 times 2. Derivative ng x ay 1. Okay. Napasin nyo rito, ano ito? 3, 2, 1. Baba lang naman yung number dyan, eh, no? Parang nagka-factorial. Then again, we have our fourth derivative. This is fourth derivative of y with respect to x. So 7 times 6 times 5 times, baba si 4. So 4 x raised to 4 minus 1. So we have 3. Ito, 3, 2, 1. Pag multiply mo yan, 6, no? Yan ay constant. So, ang derivative niyan ay 0. Okay, so 0 na yun. Then we have y, or the fifth derivative of y. So, magiging 7, then write lang natin, 6 times 5 times 4, then times 3. X raised to, so magiging 2 na lang, 3 minus 1. So, we have x squared. Then, we now have y, o raised to 6 tayo, or 6 derivative. So, magiging 7 times 6, write ulit natin yan, times 5 times 4 times 3, babase 2, kaya times 2, then x raised to 1, 2 minus 1. Then tayo sa isang unknown na, ito na tayo sa y raised to 7, or the 7th derivative. And we will have 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times derivative ng x ay 1. So pag chinek natin yan, meron tayong tinatawag na factorial, no? Kung pabili kayo kay factorial, kung kayo familiar, na ang symbol niya ay itong exclamation point, no? So yun. So na factorial. Pag sinabing n factorial, so yun ay, di ba, n, multiply mo sa n minus 1, di ba? N minus 2, hanggang maging 1. So kung meron kang 4 factorial, that would be 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So ang 7 factorial, so wala kay 7, 7 times 6, ibaba na isa, 5, 4, 3, 2, times 1. Ito yun, 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So sa halip na i-multiply mo yan, pwede mo siyang i-write na lang as 7 factorial. So ito ang 7th derivative. Kasi merong case sa board exam na ang binibigay ay raised to 100. So pinapahanap kunwari 100 derivative. So pag chinek mo dyan, ang highest degree mo ay raised to 7. 7, ano? Ang pinapahanap ay 7th derivative. So pagka ang meron ka lang ay x raised to n, no? X raised to n. Yun na. Pag meron ka x raised to n at ang pinapahanap ay nth derivative, so ang sagot mo doon is n factorial. Okay, n factorial. Kagaya niyan, we have x raised to 7. So ang 7th derivative ng x raised to 7 ay 7 factorial. Yun, ano? Yun ang ating pinaka-shortcut dito sa may higher derivatives. Now, if we're going to find the 8th derivative, so we have 8th derivative of y. Ang 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 ay constant. Yan ang 7 factorial. Yan ay constant kasi wala na diyang variable na x. Diba? So, ang derivative na sa 8th derivative ay magiging 0 na. So, ibig sabihin, if we're going to find the n plus 1th derivative, n plus 1th derivative where n is the highest exponent, no, in your polynomial function. So, yun ang pinakamataas na exponent sa yung polynomial function. And n plus 1th derivative is equal to 0. Take note of this one. Ano? Okay, that's why we're going to check this one. Ang ating highest exponent sa ating polynomial ay 7. Pag kukunin mo ang 7th derivative, that would be 7 factorial. Okay, Kaya kung meron dito nakalagay na 2, 2, di ba? 2 times 7 factorial ka. Meron dyan 3 times 7 factorial ang sagot natin. Okay. Or, kukunin mo yung 7 plus 1, which is 8. 8 factorial, yun naman si 0. Kasi ang highest exponent mo is 7 lang. Mag-plus ka ng 1 dyan, 8. 8 factorial, 8 derivative dyan is 0. Okay. Tandaan na. For x raised to n, and we're going to find the nth derivative, that would be n factorial. And we're going to find the n plus 1 derivative, that would be equal to 0. So this is our higher order derivatives na for polynomial lang. Ano? So yan. Okay. Example tayo iba. Okay, so erase na natin ulit. For number 3, we have y equals x squared all over x minus 1. We're going to find the second derivative. This time we have a quotient. So we're going to apply the derivative of a quotient. Okay. Solve natin. Again, y equals x squared all over x minus 2. Okay, so we have our first derivative, that would be y prime. So again, alala nyo pa yung quotient ha, b du minus u dv all over b squared. Your denominator times derivative of numerator minus numerator, derivative of denominator, all divided by the square of the denominator. Or the b du minus u dv all over v squared. This is u over v. So we have our denominator x minus 2. And don't forget to use your grouping symbols, parentheses, times derivative of our numerator x squared minus our numerator x squared times derivative of our denominator, which is x minus 2, all divided by the square of our denominator. So we have x minus 2 quantity squared. Okay, so y prime is now equal to x minus 2. We're going to differentiate x squared. This is power formula. So ang derivative niyan ay 2x. Baba ang 2. Baba ang 2 minus 1. Kaya meron tayong 2x raised to 1 or simply 2x. Minus the quantity x squared. So x squared times derivative ng x ay 1. Derivative ng 2 ay 0. So we have 1 na lang dyan. All over x minus 2 quantity squared. Again, we have y prime equals, so multiply mo ang 2x. 2x times x would be 2x squared. Minus 2x times negative 2, it would be negative 4x. So we have minus 4x. Minus x squared times 1 is x squared. And all over x minus 2 quantity squared. Then, simplify pa natin, y prime is now equal to, so meron tayo ditong similar terms na magkamukha. Ito ay x squared, ito rin ay x squared. So, pwede niya i-combine. 2x squared minus x squared, that would be x squared. Para meron 2 minus 1. X squared minus 4x. Then all over x minus 2 quantity squared. So this is our first derivative. Okay, tuloy natin. So we have our second derivative. We have y double prime. So again, na resulta ng first derivative mo ay quotient, di ba? Meron ka pa rin dyan u over b. So u over b. Doon pa rin tayo sa formula ng quotient. We have our new denominator, x minus 2 quantity squared. So we have x minus 2 quantity squared times derivative of our numerator, which is x squared minus 4x minus numerator, quantity, x squared minus 4x times derivative of our denominator. So we have quantity, x minus 2 squared. Okay, usin natin. It was x minus 2. X minus 2 quantity squared. All divided by the square of our denominator. Our denominator is x minus 2 quantity squared. So siya pa ay ating i-square. Square of our denominator. Yan. So we have the quantity x minus 2 squared. Squared pa siya. Okay. Then again, applying formulas, simplify natin yan. So we will have x minus 2. Rewrite lang muna to. Quantity squared, then differentiating x squared, that would be 2x. Derivative ni 4x is 4, kaya minus 4. O, rewrite lang ito. Don't forget to use your parentheses, kaya x squared minus 4x. Ayan yung nakaklose sa parentheses. Then, dito gagamit tayo ng general power formula. Kung natatandaan nyo pa, this is u raised to n. Kasi ito ay dalawang term na, no? X minus 2 na yan. So, u raised to n na yan. That would be n, di ba? U, n minus 1, saka derivative pa tayo ng u. Okay, apply natin. So, differentiating x minus 2 quantity squared, baba yung 2n times x minus 2 raised to 2 minus 1 is 1 na lang. Then, derivative pa tayo ng nasa loob, pinaka-u natin, which is x minus 2. Ayun siya. This is your n, di ba? U. Ito yung pinaka-n minus 1. Then, ito yung u ulit. N, u, n minus 1 ito, kaya nga naging 1 yan. Then, derivative ng u. Okay. All over, when simplified, that would be x minus 2 raised to 4. 2 times 2. So, we have raised to 4. Or, ayusin pa natin muna. This is quantity x minus 2 squared. Or, write lang muna ulit yan. 2x minus 4. Huwag nyo ba i-expand, ano? Atin kung pwede pa tayong mag-simplify, mag-cancel, or mag-factor out. Minus the quantity. This is x squared minus 4x times, we have 2. Rewrite si x minus 2 raised to 1 yan. Ang derivative naman ni x minus 2 is 1 minus 0, kaya times 1 na lang tayo dito. All over x minus 2 quantity raised to 4. Okay. Tingnan natin ha. Ito ay dalawang term sa ating numerator. Pag chinek natin. Ito kasi ay nakamultiply. So, isa yan. Una yan. Sila ay na-separate ng minus sign. Ito ang pangalawa natin. No? Ito yung pangalawa. Pag chinek natin, meron silang common. Ang common nila, ito isa. Ito common to si x minus 2. Ito rin kasi ay may x minus 2. Mas mataas lang yung power dito, 2. Ito, 1. So, ipapactor mo, ang ipapactor out mo, yung mababa ang power. Kasi parehas silang may x minus 2, magkaiba yung power. Ito ay raised to 1, ito ay squared or raised to 2. Ang lalabas mo ngayon, yung sa baba, which is raised to 1. Yun ang common, lalabas natin. So, ilabas yung common, quantity, x minus 2, that would be raised to 1, lalabas natin. Ibig sabihin, bawasan mo lahat ng x minus 2, no? Itong una, saka itong pangalawa, lalabas natin. Pag binawasan ito ng isa, magiging isa na lang siya. Kaya meron ko na lang diyang x minus 2. Kasi yung isa niya, inilabas natin. Kaya from 2, naging raised to 1 siya dito. Times 2x minus 4. Okay. Minus the quantity. Ito, rewrite lang ito kasi alam hindi mo nilabas yan. X squared minus 4x times 2. Tapos ito ay nilabas na natin. Kaya wala muna dito, wala may iwan. So 1 na lang na iwan doon. Pag 1, may kasamang iba, so yun, ano, huwag natin ilagay yung 1. Sige, tuloy natin. All over x minus 2 quantity raised to 4. Okay. Pag chinek natin, di ba ito, isa tong factor, nakamultiply sa buo. Basta pag nakamultiply, pwede tayo mag-cancel sa baba at sa taas ng pwedeng tanggalin. Parehas siya may x minus 2. At tanggalin yung isang x minus 2, itong po, bawasan na isa, magiging 3. So, gano'n ko dyan, cube na lang. Okay. Isin pa natin, then we will have the quantity, multiply ko na to dito. 2x times x is 2x squared. Okay. Then, negative, muna tayo, x times negative 4 is negative 4x. Then, negative 2 times 2x is also negative 4x. Negative 2 times negative 4 would be positive 8. So, yan yung kanyang product. Minus the quantity, x squared times 2 is 2x squared. Then, negative 4x times 2 is negative 8x. Sara natin. Sara yung bracket. Again, nasabi ko, huwag kakalimutan gumamit ng grouping symbols. Okay. So, bago kayo magtanggal, pag multiply, close nyo muna ulit ng grouping symbols. Ano? Then, after multiplication, remove grouping symbols tayo. X minus 2 quantity raised to 3. Okay. Now, removing grouping symbols, yung muna nasa loob, ito sa parenthesis, so rewrite muna ito si bracket. Ito, since ito ay positive naman, so same sign lahat yan. Alam mo babago. 2x squared minus 4x. Diba? Combine na natin dalawa, Since naman yung similar, combine na natin. Itong dalawa na to, negative 4x plus negative 4x, we have negative 8x plus 8. Dito naman, negative 2x squared dito, di ba? Minus. Pag nawala itong parenthesis na yan, negative times positive is negative. So, negative 2x squared. Negative, negative, that will be positive 8x. Close natin. All over x minus 2 quantity cube. Okay, then, dun tayo sa pwedeng i-combine sa ating numerator. So, x squared at x squared. Positive 2, negative 2. Pag pinagsama yan, magsi-0. So, wala na yan. X at x. Kaya lang, ito ay positive 8x, negative 8x. Pagsamahin natin, magsi-0 din. So, may iwan na lang ngayon is we have positive 8. So, 8 all over x minus 2 quantity cube. So, this is our second derivative or y double prime. Okay. So, medyo malawak ako. Ina-apply mo si quotient, ina-apply mo si power formula, and even the general power formula. Yan yung concept na algebra, andyan lagi, Para tama ang sign, huwag kakalimutan gumamit ng grouping symbols, especially pagka-quotient. At lalo na pagka yun ay nasa right side, yung upper ng difference. So, gagamit lagi ng grouping symbols. Okay. Tayo ngayon kay example number 3. Okay, ayos natin ulit lahat yan. For example number 3, we have r equals t plus 2 over all over t minus 1. So we're going to find the third derivative of r with respect to t. So third derivative tayo. Okay. Solution. So again, r is equal to t plus 2. Okay, paggamit ng letter t, saka yung plus na operation, baka malito kayo, medyo i-curve yung letter t, t minus 1. Okay. So we're going to find the first derivative, dr over dt. Again, ito na naman ay quotient. Okay, ayusin natin. Again, we have our denominator, t minus 1. Then the derivative with respect to t of our numerator, t plus 2 minus numerator, this is t plus 2 times derivative with respect to t of our denominator, t minus 1, all over square of our denominator, t minus 1 quantity squared. Okay. So, ayan siya. Now, simplifying, we will have quantity t minus 1 times ang derivative ng t with respect to t ay 1. Para ka meron dt over dt. So, 1. Derivative ng constant ay 0. Minus the quantity t plus 2. Again, ang derivative ng t with respect to t ay 1. Derivative ng 1 ay 0. So, yun ay constant. All over t minus 1 quantity squared. Again, so we're going to multiply t minus 1 by 1, t plus 2 by 1. So, remain lang sila as t minus 1. Kasi multiplied by 1 lang yan. Minus the quantity, t times 1 is t, 2 times 1 is 2. So, t plus 2 pa din yan. All over t minus 1 quantity squared. Now, we're going to remove grouping symbols in our numerator. So, tanggalin nyo ating parentheses. Yan ay positive t pa din, minus 1. Itong positive na t, mababago ang sign. Ito mababago ang sign. Kaya magiging negative t yun, saka negative 2. All over t minus 1 quantity squared. Squared siya, no? In our numerator, so we have common yung 2 ay yung t. 2 naman saka yung negative 2 and negative 1 is parehas constant, pwede pagsamahin. So t plus negative t, so 0 yan. Combine mo yung negative 1 and negative 2, it will be negative 3, negative 1 plus negative 2, we have negative 3. That's why our first derivative, dr over dt, is now equal to negative 3 all over t minus 1 quantity squared. This is our first derivative. Okay. Doon tayo kay second derivative. Kung naalala ninyo formula ng quotient, may tinatawag na special case, di ba? Paano na nga yun? So, yun yung derivative ng constant over a variable. Ang ginagawa lang natin is negative c natin over v squared times derivative tayo ng b. So, gano'n siya, no? Okay, apply natin dito. Kasi itong negative ay constant. So, our second derivative would be the derivative of our first derivative. So, second derivative of r with respect to t So ito ay magiging negative. Teka, usin natin. dt squared, second derivative. Okay, negative of c. Ang c mo ay negative 3. Yan na, para makamalito kayo eh. This is our c. This is our v. Meron kang c over v. Yan siya. Sabi ay negative c. Kaya negative, ang c mo ay negative 3. So, yun. All over b squared. So, t minus 1 ang ating b. T minus 1 squared. Saka mo siya i-square pa. So, b squared. So, yan siya. Times derivative of b with respect to t. Ang b natin ay t minus 1 quantity squared. Okay. And simplify natin. So we will have negative times negative is positive 3. Then our denominator when simplified would be t minus 1 quantity raised to 4. 2 times 2. So raised to 4 yon. Now differentiating this one, again we're going to apply the general power formula. So babalik kayo kay u raised to n. N u raised to n minus 1 derivative tayo ng u. Then, we will have 2 times t minus 1 raised to 2 minus 1 is 1 na lang yan, kaya t minus 1 na lang tayo. Then, derivative of u which is t minus 1. Okay. Ito yun na. So, this is your n, again, u du. Ito ay n minus 1, kaya naging 1. Okay. So, yan ang ating general power formula ulit. Ulit natin. Now, we will have 3 over t minus 1 raised to 4 times 2 times t minus 1. Isin natin. Raised to 4. This is t minus 1. Derivative of t is, di ba? Derivative of t with respect to t, dt over t is 1. Derivative ng 1 ay 0 kasi yun ay constant. Okay. Ayusin muna, no? 3, 2 times t minus 1 times 1. So we will have 6. 6 t minus 1. 3 times 2 times 1 is 6 times t minus 1 for our numerator. Over t minus 1 quantity raised to 4. So again, parehas silang may t minus 1, taas at baba. Pwede mo siya i-cancel. Check mo 6 times, nakamultiply yung taas mo. Ito ay t minus 1 lang. So pwede tayong mag-cancel dyan ng common. Ang common ay t minus 1. Ito ay raised to 1. Tanggalin nyo isa sa baba. Kaya magiging 3 yan. Okay. Then, your second derivative of r with respect to t is now equal to 6 over t minus 1 quantity cube. So we have our second derivative. Okay. Pinapahanap ay third derivative. Tuloy natin. Tayo sa kabilang side. Erase natin muna. So puro to quotient ulit. Check mo yung result ng second derivative. So meron pa rin tayo diyang quotient, kaya lang special case pa din, which is constant over variable. Kasi ang taas ay 6 lang. Okay. So again, we're going to apply this formula. So our third derivative, third derivative of r with respect to t, so that will be negative, o negative C ang sabi, kaya negative of 6. Negative C. Gusto natin yung ano, parenthesis. Negative of 6 over B squared. So, ang B ay, ito babalik ka ulit kay second derivative. Ito na ang bago mong C. Ito na ang bago nating V. So, meron ka dyan C over B. That's why our V is T minus 1 quantity cube. Kaya lang sabi sa formula, siya ay naka-squared, B squared. So, square pa natin. Times derivative pa ng B. So, derivative with respect to T of T minus 1 quantity cube. Okay. Then, negative times 6 is negative 6. So, we have negative 6 in our numerator. All over, this is T minus 1 quantity raised to 3 times 2. Multiply, loss of exponents. 3 times 2, B, 6. Now, again, sa derivative ng T minus 1 quantity cube, again, we're going to apply the general power formula. So, yun. That's why we have 3 times T minus 1 raised to 3 minus 1, kaya squared yan. Times derivative pa tayo ng U. Ang pinaka-U natin ay T minus 1. This is N, U, N minus 1, DU. The general power formula. Okay, again, when simplified, we have negative 6 over T minus 1 raised to 6 times 3 times the quantity T minus 1 quantity squared. Then again, derivative ng T minus 1, derivative ng T ay 1, ang derivative ng 1 ay 0, times 1 lang yan. Kung tayo again sa ating mga numerators, negative 6 times 3 is negative 18, times 1, we have negative 18. And ang naiwan ay T minus 1. Kaya negative 18 times T minus 1 quantity squared. Ito na, negative 6 times 3 times T minus 1 squared times 1. We have negative 18 of T minus 1 quantity squared for our numerator. And our denominator is T minus 1 quantity raised to 6. So, negative 18 times, nakamultiply yung taas mo, pwede ka dyan mag-cancel. Sabihin. So again, parehas lang may T minus 1, mas mababa yung squared na makakancel. Babasa mo to ng 2. Kaya magiging 4 kasi squared na tinanggal natin. Okay. Ang atin ngayong final answer for our third derivative of R with respect to T. So equal yan kay negative 18 all over T minus 1 quantity raised to 4. So ito yung ating third derivative. Huwag nyo lang kakalimutan lagi yung DU. Ito kasi nagkataon na 1 lang. Pag nalimutan mo yan, so parang wala lang din. Tatama yung sigot mo. Pero solution mo, mali. Kasi nakalimutan mo yung DU. Usually na nawawala yung DU. Pagka mayroon general power formula. Yan dapat ang yung babantayan na isa. Kasi nasasanay sa x raised to n lang. So nakakalimutan yung pag general power formula, nakakalimutan yung DU. Lagi nawawala sa pagsosolve ng karamihan. Kaya namamali yung final answer. Another one, yung quotient, ang laging nakakalimutan nila yung sign. Hindi sila gumagamit ng parenthesis. Pagka meron kang U over B, namamali ang sign ng final answer nila. So take note of that. Okay. So yan ang higher order derivatives. Papasok lahat dyan ng formulas. Nandiyan lahat, mapasok. Magko-quotient tayo, gumagamit ang general power formula, Diba? Hindi pinapasok din dyan yung simplification using algebra. Okay. Bale, ang ating next discussion would be implicit differentiation. Doon naman papasok si higher order derivatives.